Welcome back to another video. So real quick, I'm on break, and I just wanted to make this video pretty much about, make it short, but basically how Remedy, he was talking about we have no armies, and it's sad that like I said, the only power that so-called black people are ever gonna have is them being a manager of a business. But it's sad that some people who are put in that position, they get the matrix or whatever. Like me, if I was to be a manager, I would only be doing it to use the funds to um use the funds productively. Some of these managers, they don't know. They don't know what's going on. They just do it because that's the only form of control they will ever have over somebody. So, and it pretty much, for some of them, I'm sure it feeds their ego, because I can control you, or I'm in a higher position than you. You have to listen to me, and that builds your ego. So I also wanted to talk about oh yeah, the armies. It's sad how these beings have pretty much got us prepped and ready for um like war, like physical war. The fact that they have armies, not only of their own but of us as well. Like, for example, you know like if their system was to ever fall or whatever, the people would go crazy, and they will be looking for light. They will be looking for light to guide them, and the only people that they're gonna have to look to is the people outside of the government, the conscious people. And some of them, how I'm viewing it, some of them gonna be crazy and trying to take your life and stuff like that for what you have. You know, because some of these people haven't been preparing themselves like they were supposed to, because of the government was giving so many handouts, that if the government can no longer supply handouts, who the people gonna look to? So in the grand scheme of things, the elites have us. They have military. They have the police force. They have all of those people to go against the conscious people. You see what I'm saying? And the conscious people, we so conscious that we haven't even come together. And that's what kind of makes me be disappointed, because you would think that we're so aware that we would easily connect, we would easily link to each other, but clearly we haven't done that. So yeah, it's just crazy. See, they sitting out here now. I ain't gonna put the camera on them though. It's just sad, and it's unfortunate how they think all this stuff that's around us is just gonna liberate us. It's gonna help us, but all it's doing is hurting us, hurting Earth, and that's it. Sad. So that's why I keep saying that, to me, death is the only solution to this mess. Death and a reset. Because these people not gonna get it. People gonna die. People are going to die lost, thinking that Jesus and all that is real and stuff like that. Not realizing that these are just metaphors and personifications. And then you got more traps. more traps, such as the language, like the word itself, personification is a trap. So I just don't know. Some people just handicapped intellectually. Some people are mentally capped out. They cannot evolve. They cannot go no higher than what they've been programmed to go. And I wonder why. Does that signify the age of their soul or what? Because if that's the case, then reincarnation must be real. But I don't know. I'm just talking. Cause I just thought about like animals. People say animals' consciousness is not as high as our conscience. Our conscious. You see what I'm saying? So the fact that their consciousness hasn't reached the height of ours, that makes me wonder, like, is that intentional or something? Like example, like a cat. You don't see no cat talking, but as long as they don't been on the planet, you would think they would have evolved to a point where they can talk now. But nope, they still meowing. So I don't know. I'm just talking about random stuff. But yeah, like I was saying, they got their armies. The elite got their armies. They got the sheep. They got the sheep on their side. So if we were the conscious people, the people who are aware of what's taking place, if we were to ever rebel, like come together, they'll just use the sheep to go against us, and they'll use the military and the tanks. Because y'all think they just make them tanks for no reason? You think they make them tanks just to just have them? All that labor that's put into making those tanks, they got them to destroy. Come to think of it, those tanks were designed to destroy the aboriginal people of this planet. Those smoke clouds that I talked about, they were literally destroying them. They were destroying their tribes, their villages, splitting them up, chemical warfare, throwing in smoke bombs and all that stuff to separate them, and so they can start separating them and breeding them and stuff like that. The Great War already took place, and now it's just trickling down to a mental war. There's wars within other wars, but people think that we enter in another World War III, but really, the grand scheme war is the truth versus the lie. It's only been one war and one invasion. Everything in between is pretty much just created, like sub-genre. You see what I'm saying? For lack of better terms, you have the Great War, then you have many wars. They want to call it the Civil War and all of that. War already been done took place. We just haven't realized it. We just thought, like Black history and Civil War, all of that was part of the war or whatever. But all that stuff was all tied in. The Black history, the different flags they ripped, they have us putting up, all of that stuff was part of the Grand War. But they got us good, that's it. So yeah, that's all I got. Oh yeah, before I end this video, like I was saying on my post about the tanks, they got all these tanks, submarines to shoot all these sonar weapons and stuff like that. I believe those things are just to keep the other to keep these beings from helping us. You know, it's their defense mechanism. They had it, like I already talked about it, Black Panther 2. Just go watch it. When that dude Namor stepped on that land, he said, "Ooh," he's saying such pristine air or atmosphere, whatever he said. That was letting me know, cause they had it in the trailer. That was letting me know that they represented those beings coming back, or us returning, us waking up, realizing that our air is being manipulated with high technological devices. And it's so serious, you know, we got them all in our hands. We got the devices in our hands. They want us to link into everything. They want us to link into everything but ourselves. So at this point, we've all been compromised. Even when you try to leave your body, they're going to make sure you come back. Can't even die in the hospital. They want to try to bring you back. They want to put you on life support so they can keep them bills coming. They're going to make sure you stay. Make sure they get every ounce of energy out of you before you leave 100%. Because some people say that you don't even leave directly after you leave your body. You just linger around. And that's where I have said I believe these towers, if your consciousness isn't high enough, your awareness isn't high enough, and you don't know what's going on, like outside of your body and stuff like that, these frequency devices can literally shift you, bring you right back into another body. Bring you right back into another body, and there you go, another baby again, and you got to start over. And then your consciousness, you're gonna have your consciousness is gonna be even higher, but as a baby. Basically, like these 13-year-olds, 12-year-olds, and stuff like that. These 7-year-olds who get it. That, the fact that they get it because they left and then they had to return. That's why they so smart. Not smart in the sense of the indoctrinated way, but smart spiritually. But I'm about to head back in the word. Catch y'all on the next video. Peace.